Hello, good evening. Welcome from a very wet and damp and miserable Darwin, but we are here. I know it looks like I've just woken up, but I have been awake for quite a while. Let me just, I've got me think, there it is. Oh no, it's not that one. Never mind. Ignore me. We'll get started in just over a minute's time. It's been one of those days already. But yeah, pre-recording this quite early in the week, same as last week for you. So yeah, at the moment, it's a very wet and miserable and damp Darwin that I'm live from at the minute. However, by the time this comes to you, it might not be. I mean, it could be really, really beautiful day on Saturday. Who knows with this weather at the moment? I've been contemplating sort of trying to get some plans for an arc. The amount of rain we've had here. But anyway, more importantly, hope you're all well. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday evening or whenever you're watching this. It could be any point. Now, I noticed this last week, just before we start. You've got about 27 seconds to go. 37 seconds, sorry, to go before we get started. But I did notice this last week. Obviously, I pre-recorded Saturday's quiz before Thursday's. So come Saturday, after the chaos of Thursday night last week, obviously I didn't acknowledge it. Well, that's because in my world it hadn't even happened yet, but in your world and your timeline and your multiverse it had happened. So I'm just going to apologize now if anything does happen on Thursday's quiz. Obviously I'm not going to acknowledge it now because my crystal ball is still in the shop and I haven't got it fixed yet. So that's why. So a couple of people messaged me and said, why didn't you acknowledge on Saturday that the problems of what happened on Thursday and let us know what happened? It's because it hadn't happened for me at that point. So if anything happened, if something bad happened, I apologize now. If it didn't and everything went well, there you go. Perfect. Anyway, right, let's crack straight into it then. Let's do it. Make sure my phone is on silent. It is. And ping this across and welcome you along. Welcome along. It is Saturday because I got this wrong last weekend and I'm not at the end of it. It's 21st, 22nd, 23rd. No, hang on. Let me get my calendar up. There we go. Welcome along. It is Saturday, the 23rd of September. Thank you very much for joining us. So smooth, this, isn't it? Thank you very much for joining us. 50 questions then, as always, and a couple of things for your breaks. Finishing off one of the things I've been doing and then something completely different. But let's kick off as we always do then with entertainment. Make sure I'm on the right screen. It's that one there. And let's do it. Start. I was about to say 50 entertainment questions. That would have everyone reaching for the off button straight away. It's not 50 entertainment questions. Here we go. Round one. Number one, what was the name of the killer in the movie Psycho? So what was the name of the killer in the movie Psycho? Tweet. La da da dee dee dee. Question number two. With which group is Mick Hucknall the lead singer? So with which group is Mick Hucknall the lead singer? I'm also really lowering my chair as well. That's... Number three, The West Wing was a long-running TV drama series set around which US resident? So The West Wing was a long-running TV drama series set around which US resident? Number four, which 2008 musical had songs Honey Honey, Our Last Summer, and I Have a Dream? So which 2008 musical had songs Honey Honey, Our Last Summer, and I Have a Dream? I have to keep just slightly moving as well. Someone else mentioned it. Why do you keep moving? Because I get people come to me think, because I'm like stock still ready. And people think that their internet's broken or what have you. So at least if I'm still moving and then at least, gently swaying to myself. Sat in my little office talking to myself. It's not maddening in any way, shape or form. Number five, how was singing group consisting of Alan, Donny, Jay, Jimmy, Merrill and Wayne better known? Not me. I wasn't in this group. So how was singing group consisting of Alan, Donny, Jay, Jimmy, Merrill and Wayne better known? Number 6. Whitby Newtown Leisure Centre was the setting for which BBC comedy? So Whitby Newtown Leisure Centre was the setting for which BBC comedy? Number 7. Complete the name of the 1986 Kurt Russell film Big Trouble in Little Where. So complete the name of the 1986 Kurt Russell film Big Trouble in Little Where. Number 8. Which worldwide 1985 concert was opened by Status Quo in London and closed by Mick Jagger, Tina Turner, and Bob Dylan in Philadelphia? So which worldwide 1985 concert was opened by Status Quo in London and closed by Mick Jagger, Tina Turner, and Bob Dylan in Philadelphia? I don't know why I said it like that. Philadelphia. You want to pre-record? I've got nothing to sort of like bounce off or entertain myself, so this is where I go mad. Number 9. What is the name of Peppa Pig's brother? What is the name of Peppa Pig's brother? And finally, number 10. Who played Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever? Who played Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever? I don't know what that was. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Okay, round 2 with a bit of science and of the nature variety for you this evening. Let's do it. Number 1. The symbol of rebirth and immortality. What is the name given to the mythical bird? So the symbol of rebirth and immortality. What is the name given to the mythical bird? I say it's absolutely throwing it down outside. I might, yeah. I'm getting actually, because I've got all the lights and everything, I'm getting warm. Number 2, how many legs does an insect typically have? So how many legs does an insect typically have? Number 3, the gas giants of Jupiter and Saturn are predominantly made up of 2 gases, hydrogen and which other? So the gas giants Jupiter and Saturn are predominantly made up of 2 gases, hydrogen and which other? Number 4, a spider typically has how many eyes? A spider typically has how many eyes? I mean an actual spider, not like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's only got 2. I don't know, I broke into the Avengers, but there we go. It's one of those days. La-da-dee-dee. Number 5, what is the name of the device used to measure how many steps you take? Just for clarity on this, I don't mean your iWatch or Samsung Galaxy Watches or whatever it is. What is the name of the device used to measure how many steps you take? Every step you take, every... Number 6, what is the fastest animal on 2 legs? What is the fastest animal on 2 legs? Seven, what is the collective noun for a group of ants? Oh, yes, I needed to double check my answer on this one. R2Q7. Just to double check. I've put an answer in, but I've got a funny feeling there might be another one. So I'll double check it in the break. What is the collective noun for a group of ants? Number 8, which chemical element has the symbol Pb? Which chemical element has the symbol Pb? Pb or not to Pb? That is the question. Number 9, what is the device? No, start again. What is the name of the device used to measure angles? What is the name of the device used to measure angles? Could have done with one of these at pool on Monday night. And finally, number 10, what is the more common name of decompression sickness experienced by divers? So what is the more common name of decompression sickness experienced by divers? Tighten the wire on my brace, and I only did it yesterday, so I'm still getting used to it. Okay, let's finish part 1 of the quiz, your first 30 questions this evening, with alphabet again, but with a twist. Again, thank you very much. I like crediting people when they give me an idea. Thank you very much to Sir of the Bill of the Tutors for this idea. So a little twist on it tonight. It's still in alphabetical order, but it's backwards. Yes. So if you've not seen one of these rounds before, so alphabet, basically, the first letter of each answer will run in alphabetical order. So if, for example, what's the first letter of the alphabet was question 1 and it'd be A, under normal circumstances, question 2 would then begin with the letter B. However, tonight I have twisted it. Thank you. I have twisted it completely. So now it is in a backwards alphabetical order. Get your brains working on a Saturday night. Here we go. Let's do it with this question number 1. In Morse code, a single dot represents which letter? And the great thing with this is, once you finally work out which order the letters are, then you can go back and work this one out. That's my theory anyway. In Morse code, a single dot represents which letter? Number 2, what is the national flower of Wales? So what is the national flower of Wales? Train. You won't be able to hear it. I've got a window shut. But train. Number 3, scurvy is a deficiency of which vitamin? So scurvy is a deficiency of which vitamin? You'll be all out of sync if you get this one wrong, aren't you? Number 4. What is the name of the state capital of US state Massachusetts? I always get these two the wrong way around. I always think that the state capital is the actual name of the state, and this is the name of the state capital. I always get this the wrong way around. So what is the name of the state capital of US state Massachusetts? Five. What is the second longest river in the world? So what is the second longest river in the world? Good job he's not copywritten that phrase the amount I use it in that world. Number 6, what name is given to a marked pedestrian crossing with black and white sections? So what name is given to a marked pedestrian crossing with black and white sections? I've left it at that. I was going to add some more context, but then if you've got the letters in the right order, you'll know what this is anyway. Train. Oh, it's a big long 4-carriage train. I don't really... Never mind. I'll get into a train like conversation, and we're in the middle of a round. Number 7, in which UK city would you find the national? Oh, I could not have made that. Oh, I couldn't even have written that in that. Right. In which UK city would you find the National Railway Museum? Unbelievable. Let's not talk about trains. Here's question 7. Ta-da! I'll tell you what, I amuse myself. I'm not even going to... I amuse myself. Number 8. What is the name of the element commonly found in luminescent tubes? What is the name of the element commonly found in luminescent tubes? Number 9. What was the name of Mel Gibson's character in Braveheart? So what was the name of Mel Gibson's character in Braveheart? And finally, number 10. What letter would represent 5 in Roman numerals? So there you go. If you've struggled all the way there, this should be fine. And then you can work your way back. There's no point in the round. I'm not deliberately evil every week. Right, there you have it. That's your first 30 questions this evening. So, as it's pre-recorded, if you head on over to Twitter, you will now see the links for rounds 1, 2, 3, which will take you directly to those. So head on over there. If you need a recap on those first 3 rounds for your first break this evening, while I set it up, it's the same as it has been for the last couple of Saturdays. Let me just turn that one off. That goes on. That goes on. There we go. So yeah, same again. I've removed the vowels. I'm going to try this one last time because it seems that this has been quite easy. It just bugs me because I thought it would be a lot trickier. So again, I've removed all of the vowels from the words. And I'm looking, do you know what? I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, yeah, that is actually far too easy. There's a couple of tricky ones in there. I can't change it now. I'm pre-recorded. So, and I do it all in one go. So I'm going to go with this for tonight. And then after tonight, I will move on to something different. But 16 things you'd find in a kitchen with the vowels removed. I'll see you for your 16 out of 16s after this. Okay, I'm up here in my little box, and a quick costume change in the break there, because I was starting to melt faster than Ola in Frozen. It is very warm, yet it's tipping it down. Go figure. Anyway, yeah, I've just gone through these. I wrote these a couple of weeks ago, because I did about 5 of these in one go. And I've just gone through them like, in my head before putting the answers on. There's only one I'm not sure of. So yeah, these are... I think this will be the last. I've got another 3 of these lined up, but I don't think I'll do another one of these. Because I want it to be a bit challenging in the break. I don't want you to be going, oh yeah, that's that. And then you sit there for 6 minutes going, what do we do now? So let's put the answers up in 3, in 2, in 1. Oh yeah. I said I wrote them a couple of weeks ago and I've slept since. That's what that one was. Right. Okay. Just going from left to right then. So microwave, blender, food processor, slow cooker, which I'm making full use of our slow cooker at the moment, fridge, oven, dishwasher, fork, toaster, kettle, spoon, tin opener, chopping board, air fryer, frying pan, and rolling pin. It was a tin opener I didn't get. I couldn't remember what tin was. Now I do. Okay, yeah, I think just looking, I mean, on paper it was a really clever idea, but yeah, my world and paper just don't sort of seem to mix at times. So yeah, so there we go. That is that for you for this break. I've got something slightly different. It'll make sense when we get to it. It was just born out of a conversation a couple of weeks ago, so I thought it's quite a clever idea. I'm going to go with that. So answer sheets then at the ready. Sorry, somebody at my door apparently. Oh no, it's fine. Advert. Right, some kind of junk mail. Right, it's distract. That one. There we go. Right, let's go through the answers. Sorry, that completely distracted me. Right, here we go then. 30 answers for you, starting with this. Entertainment, round 1. Number 1, what was the name of the killer in the movie Psycho? It was Norman Bates. Welcome to the Bates Motel. Number 2, with which group is Mick Hucknall the lead singer? It is Simply Red. They were very good last Sunday. Number 3, The West Wing was a long-running TV drama series set around which US residence? It's the White House. Number 4, which 2008 musical had songs Honey Honey, Our Last Summer, and I Have a Dream? ABBA songs, so it's Mamma Mia. Here I go again. Number 5, how a singing group consisting of Alan, Donny, Jay, Jimmy, Merrill, and Wayne better know? It's the Osmonds. Number 6, Whitbury Newtown Leisure Centre was the setting for which BBC comedy? It's the British Empire. Number 7, complete the name of the 1986 Kurt Russell film Big Trouble in Little China. Number 8, which worldwide 1985 concert was opened by Status Quo in London and closed by Mick Jagger, Tina Turner, and Bob Dylan in Philadelphia? It was Live Aid. I love the fact of the story of the fact Phil Collins played in London, jumped on a Concorde from London to Philadelphia, and then performed at the Philadelphia concert as well. I love that. It's just... Number 9, what is the name of Peppa Pig's brother? It's George. And number 10, who played Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever? It is John Travolta. Why won't you change? Round 2, science and nature then. Number 1, the symbol of rebirth and immortality. What is the name given to the mythical bird? It is Phoenix. Number 2, how many legs does an insect typically have? It is 6. Number 3, the gas giants Jupiter and Saturn are predominantly made up of 2 gases, hydrogen and helium. So if you ended up on Jupiter and Saturn and was able to survive all of like the other stuff that goes on, would you basically like sound like really squeaky? You know, if you do, yeah, never mind. Too far. Number 4, a spider. A spider typically has how many eyes? It is 8. Number 5, what is the name of the device used to measure how many steps you take? It is a pedometer. I know people are going to put Apple Watch or Galaxy Watch or whatever it might be. But yeah, pedometer is the name of the step counting. Number 6, what is the fastest animal on 2 legs? It is the ostrich. Although, has anyone ever seen an ostrich put his head in the sand? That's one for you. The things I think about at times. Number 7, what is the collective noun for a group of ants? That's why I never checked it. I was too busy talking to my mother-in-law in the break. Oh, okay, there's 5. Right. So, collective noun for a group of ants. So, you've got a colony, or you can have army, you can have a swarm, you can have a nest, or you can have a bike. I don't. If you put bike down, do you know what? If you put bike down as a collective noun for ants, I'd take my hat off to you. Number 8, which chemical symbol element has the symbol of Pb? It is lead. Number 9, what is the name of the device used to measure angles? It is a protractor. And number 10, what is the more common name of decompression sickness experienced by divers? It is the bends. And your final round, alphabet. Here we go. Number 1. In Morse code, a single dot represents which letter? It is E. So going backwards from that, number 2, what is the national flower of Wales? It is daffodil. Number 3, scurvy is a deficiency of vitamin C. Number 4, what is the name of the state capital of US state Massachusetts? It is Boston. Number 5, the second longest river in the world is the Amazon. And number 6, what name is given to a marked pedestrian crossing with black and white sections? It is zebra. Number 7, in which UK city would you find the National Railway Museum? It is York. Number 8, what is the name of the element commonly found in luminescent tubes? It is xenon. Number 9, the name of Mel Gibson's character in Braveheart is William Wallace. And finally, number 10, what letter would represent a number 5 in Roman numerals? It is a V. So there you have 30 answers so far this evening. How are you getting on now there? Do let me know, as you always do, because it's always great to go back and have a look at how you have done, despite the fact that I'm not live with you. But yeah, do let me know how you're getting on. So 30 points available so far. Still to come, connections and general knowledge. Yeah, no, it is connections and general knowledge, but what was I going to say about connections tonight? Hold. Oh, it's back to me. That's what it was. Sorry, I completely froze there. I need a reset. It's back to me. So connections round is written by myself. Me, myself, and me. And same Thursdays will be as well. So we're back to me for a little while. I know there's some people who do want to get involved, so yeah. But yeah, the connections rounds are back to me. That's what I wanted to say. It's where my brain just completely froze and went. You know that meme of like the monkey bashing the cymbals going. That's what my brain does most of the time. Anyway, let's get on with it. Right, let's do it. Round 4, because I always wait for scores to come in when I'm live, and I never know how long to leave. Right, round 4 connections. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links the answers together? Written by me, so there's no one's credit for these. I believe that the credited name last Saturday may have been a little bit risque, I think is the word to use. I didn't even notice it. So, well played. But anyway, right, let's do it. Round 4 connections. Written by me. Here we go, number 1. What S is a 5-letter word describing a stable, building, wing, or dependent set apart and adapted for lodging and feeding of animals with hooves. No, I'm not even going to give any clues, because you're all going to sit and go, what? But I'm not giving any clues. What S is a 5-letter word describing a stable building, wing, or dependent set apart and adapted for lodging and feeding of animals with hooves? I like this connection round, and I am not giving any clues. So, no. Number 2, what is the name of a usually carved or inscribed stone or slab or pillar used for commemorative purposes? So what is the name of a usually carved or inscribed stone or slab or pillar, I don't know why I've done it that way, used for commemorative purposes? Thinking Class Dojo. Like that for Jack's school, and we get sent like about 30 notifications during the day. Number 3, if it's not the most, then it must be the what? So if it's not the most, then it must be the what? Number 4, what is the name of the fine-grained metamorphic rock that is traditionally used in roofs or as the bed in pool and snooker tables? What is the name of the fine-grained metamorphic rock that is traditionally used in roofs or as the bed in pool and snooker tables? Number 5, food that is no longer fresh or pleasant to eat is called what? So food that is no longer fresh or pleasant to eat is called what? Just to clarify, there might be a couple of these answers might have 2 answers, okay? But only one of them will fit with the connection. So if you put the other answer, you're wrong. I just want to put that out there now, because I know there'll be people who say to me, but that works. No, it doesn't. Not on a connection round. No, it doesn't. Number 6, what S describes to take without permission someone else's property without... Oh, Jay, come on. What S describes to take without permission someone else's property without permission? I've been in the dictionary this week. Just leave me with it. Just let me be. Number 7, complete the name of the cartoon featuring Huey, Louie, and Dewey. It was called Duck What? Woohoo! Complete the name of the cartoon featuring Huey, Louie, and Dewey. It was called Duck What? Woohoo! Number 8, which car company has the models F, Y, 3, and X? Which car company has the models S, Y, 3, and X? Number 9, what plural, pay attention, which plural word can be a freshwater duck or a group of dark greenish blue colours? What plural word can be a freshwater duck or a group of dark greenish blue colours? And as always, What links those answers together? Yes. Okay, let's wrap it up then with 10 general knowledge questions. You know, I feel I've been working on a website project with a couple of guys around quizzing and stuff, which we're going to share with you soon. And they we were talking and they said we've got to call it general knowledge, mate. We can't call it general knowledge because as much as, you know, people who know you will know it is general knowledge, there will be other people who will think we've lost the plot, which is heartbreaking. Like, you can't not call it general knowledge on a because anyway. Here we go. Number one. Which Shakespeare play would you find the characters Oberon, Titania, Puck, and Theseus? Which Shakespeare play would you find the characters Oberon, Titania, Puck, and Theseus? Theseus on the Theseus. Number two, oncology is the study of what? Train. Another 4-car train. Oncology is the study of what? Number three, regarded as one of the most important poems of the 20th century. Who wrote The Wasteland? Regarded as one of the most important poems of the 20th century. Who wrote The Wasteland? That, regarded as one of the most important poems of the 20th century, was lifted off Wikipedia, by the way. So I'm sure there's a source for it. Number four, in which part of the body would you find the pectoral muscles? So in which part of the body would you find the pectoral muscles? Number five, train. Number five, what was the name of the small digital handheld pet popular in the late 90s? So what was the name of the small digital handheld pet popular in the late 90s? You never know so many trains to come past. That's 4 in less than an hour. Number 6, what represents S? Which word represents S in the NATO phonetic alphabet? So which word represents S in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Number 7, what was the name of the owner of the Technicolor Dreamcoat? So what was the name of the owner of the Technicolor Dreamcoat? Whoa, too far. Number 8, if you were eating outside, you'd be eating al what? If you were eating outside, you'd be eating al what? Number 9, who wrote the Discworld book series? Who wrote the Discworld book series? And your final question this evening, number 10, which nut gives amaretto its distinctive flavour? So which nut gives amaretto its distinctive flavour? Okay, if you need a recap on those final 2 rounds, head on over to our Twitter page and the links will magically appear there right about now. So yeah, rounds 4 and 5 are available from Twitter. That is all of your questions for this evening. For your final break, something a little bit different. I have got another grid of 16, just because I haven't got any dingbats left at the minute, so I'm waiting for them to send me some more. But for your second break, so there's 16 initials are going to appear on screen, 2 letters, etc. So 8 of them. So find 8. I'll just read this. Find 8 initials that are both chemical elements and US state codes. So 16 coming up. Oh, hang on. I've just realized there's a bit of an obvious glaring error on one of those. If I just do that. Oh, hello. No. There we go. Sorry, one was a bit higher than the other, so that would have given it away. So find 8 initials that are both chemical elements and US state codes. So do that, do that, do that, do that, and do that. I will see you after this. Sorry, just stifling a yawn. We're doing some bits. There's little lights in here, make you tired. Right, okay. Answers for these in just a short moment's time. It was a tiebreaker. This was basically a tiebreaker question I was working on, and I was talking to somebody about it, and they went, "Oh, can you name them?" And then we set off on a tangent. So when I flick the screen in about a few seconds' time, the ones that are right will go green, and it will have both the chemical element name and the state name. The remaining ones are just chemical elements. So you'll see what I mean in a second. In 3, 2, 1. By the way, you didn't have to name the elements. You just had to find the initials. Here we go. So the right ones then, the correct ones, Ca, that is calcium and California. California, no doubt about it. Moving across the grid, Ga is gallium and Georgia. Onto the next row, Mn is manganese and Minnesota. Next row down, you've got Pa, which is a protactinium and Pennsylvania. And still on the same row, you've got Co, which is cobalt and Colorado. And then there's 3 on the bottom line. Md, which is mendelevium and Maryland. Then you've got Fl, which is flerovium and Florida. And then also next to that, you've got La, which is Lathanum, and Louisiana. I think that is the only one I've struggled to pronounce. Just double checking MD doesn't come back as anything. No, it doesn't. I just looked at it and thought, that's a state now. But there we go. So that's those. So yeah, you only needed to get the initials. You didn't actually, you could have guessed halfway all the way through it if you wanted to. But yeah, so just those for you. Okie dokie, that was that. No, I need to go to that one. I need to turn little me off, put big me onto the top, move that down. There we go, sorted. Right. Okay, right, here we go then. Let's give you the answers to the final part of the quiz and wrap up this Saturday's quiz. So here you go. This is going to be fun. And I'm not here to witness the chaos in person. Here we go then. Connections number 1. What S is a 5-letter word describing a stable, building, wing or dependent set apart and adapted for lodging and feeding of animals with hooves? It is a settle. It'll make sense. I was struggling a little bit towards the end of this, I'll be honest. Number 2, what is the name of a usually carved or inscribed stone or slab or pillar used for commemorative purposes? It is a stela. If you haven't got the connection, you're about to see what I've done. Number 4, if it's not the most, then it must be the least. Number 4, what is the name of the fine-grained metamorphic rock that is traditionally used in roofs or as the bed in pool and snooker tables? It's slate. Number 5, food that is no longer fresh or pleasant to eat is called what? It is stale. I get the feeling there's loads of pens just been launched at my face on the screen. Number 6, what S describes to take without permission someone else's property without permission? It is steal. Number 7, complete the name of the cartoon featuring Huey, Louie, and Dewey. It's DuckTales. Woohoo! Number 8, which car company has the models S, Y, 3, and X? It is Tesla. Number 9, what plural word, you can see why I needed it, what plural word can be a freshwater duck or a group of dark greenish blue colours? It is teals. And so what links all those answers together? They are anagrams of each other. Here, look back at your answers, you can see it. But yeah, they're anagrams of each other. Moving swiftly on. General knowledge then. Number 1, which Shakespeare play would you find the characters Oberon, Titania, Puck, and Theseus? It is A Midsummer Night's Dream. Number 2, oncology is the study of cancer. Number 3, regarded as one of the most important poems of the 20th century. Who wrote The Waste Land? It was T.S. Eliot. Number 4, in which part of the body would you find the pectoral muscles? It is the chest. Number 5, what was the name of the small digital handheld pet popular in the late 90s? It's Tamagotchi. Number 6, what represents S in the NATO phonetic alphabet? If you're a fan of a police drama series of the Bill, it was Sierra. Sierra Oscar 1 receiving. Number 7, what was the name of the owner of the Technicolor Dreamcoat? It was Joseph. Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Number 8, if you were eating outside, you'd be eating al fresco. Number 9, who wrote the Discworld book series? It was Terry Pratchett. And finally, number 10, which nut gives amaretto its distinctive flavour? It is almond. Okay, so tot your scores up. 50 points available then for the main part of the quiz this evening. So tot your scores up. Let us know how you did. Now, I know there is probably some of you who have sat and spent the last couple of weeks researching the rules of Tiddlywinks, expecting tonight to be another Tiddlywinks tiebreaker. Well, you'd be wrong. Because I thought, oh, well, I'm going to keep some more of those for reserve and see how your memories do. But for tonight, according to the fake ID used by Bart Simpson, how tall is he in inches? All these people sat there trying to be clever so they can win on a tiebreak going, got him. Got all the Tiddlywinks knowledge up in my head. It'll be back. I've got loads of Tiddlywinks tiebreakers. Remember, as always, nearest 2, this gets the point. However, if you should still end up on the same score, rock, paper, scissors, and I saw this this week, it might be last week actually. Rock, paper, scissors is a game that you play with your hands, and it's rock, paper, scissors, and then you've got rock, paper, or scissors. I'll do it that way so it doesn't look like I'm swearing. So that's rock, paper, scissors. So rock beats paper, beats rock, rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper. There you go. You can then get into Lizard Spock, and it just gets very complicated after that. But or if you're in Friends, Joey, water balloon. It beats fire. 50 inches. He is 4'2", according to his driving license. 12, 24. 24 times 2 is 48. It's 2. Yeah, I am right. 50 inches is how tall. Remember, nearest to it gets the point. Or sit there and play rock, paper, scissors, if you know how. There you have it. That is it for this Saturday evening, or whenever you are enjoying the quiz. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. Let me know how you scored. How did you do? I don't know. It's way too early in the week. But as I said right at the beginning, if for some reason something went wrong on Thursday, I will apologise in advance. But I apologise now. But in my timeline, I haven't even got to Thursday yet. In your timeline, Thursday's already happened. So for me to not acknowledge it doesn't sort of make sense really. But I will just say this. Yeah, it was brilliant. What a great quiz. Or apologies for the technical dramas again. I think that covers everything. That is it from me. I will be back live on Thursday night with another 50 questions for you and another quiz next Saturday evening as well. Let me know how you got on. I need to be on that one there. Let me know how you did get on. And that is it from me. I will see you all soon. Take care. And as always for me, stay safe.